Fox 12's Most Wanted is on the run tonight after 3 victims say they were groped in the middle of the night. Vancouver police say at this point they don't know if the cases are connected, but they are investigating. All new at 10, Fox 12's Drew Marine spoke to 2 of those victims. They say they're speaking out so this doesn't happen to anyone else. Drew?
Yeah, both victims tell me they're physically okay, but still very shaken up tonight. They say if there's one lesson to be learned, it's to always make sure your windows and doors are locked.
Home's supposed to be your safe spot.
But 2 Vancouver women say their safe space was violated after a man came into their homes and groped them just a day apart. They both want to remain anonymous for their safety. Vancouver police say the first burglary happened around 3:45 Thursday morning while the victim was asleep in her Aspen Ridge apartment.
I was laying on my stomach and I woke up to someone smacking and grabbing my rear. And I looked up because I thought it was my boyfriend being funny.
The victim in the first incident says she quickly realized it wasn't her boyfriend and began to scream and fight back.
And he grabbed me by my crotch to flip me over. And then I started screaming, so he covered my mouth with one hand. And with the other, he was trying to get my pants down.
She says she was able to pull his mask off his face, and that's when he took off. She described him as a man in his mid-20s with bangs.
Physically, I'm okay. Mentally, I'm a little more shaken up than yesterday.
Vancouver police say the second burglary happened Friday morning around 1:15, this time just a few minutes down the street at Quail Run.
The doorbell rang and I went to the peephole. I checked it, nothing was there.
Then the victim says the suspect was at their back door exposing himself to her. She says he eventually made his way into their living room and asked her to take her shirt off.
Then I ran back into the bedroom and then he pushed me on our bed and I started screaming for my grandmother to help me. He had his hand down my shirt and then he grabbed her.
That's when both the victim and her grandmother started to fight back. And as soon as he realized they were calling 911, she says he left.
I just remember he was white and he had really dark brown hair. I couldn't get his mask like the other person did, but he looked like he was in his 20s because he couldn't be more older than 30.
Again, Vancouver police says they don't know if it's the same suspect in both burglaries, but if you know anything, you are asked to call Vancouver police. Live in Vancouver, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.